You got one.
Nice. Where's that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been kind of innovative here, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
As far as figuring out how to deal with these.
Oh, good.
In our lives.
There should be some procedure fundraising, right?
Yeah, I should call.
And then we get.
Well, it is 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna call the meeting to order and we'll stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, anyone for public comments this morning? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to approve the agenda and the meeting minutes from August 5th. Motion by Haas, second by Garmin. Any discussion on the agenda or minutes? If not, all in favor please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Kyle is sick this morning, so, yep. On to drainage here, yeah, first thing on to do is, we have the public hearing for proposed private crossing. We need a motion to open the public hearing.
So moved.
Motion by Wactor. Anybody second? Second by Haas. Discussion on opening the public hearing. Hearing none, roll call vote please.
Haas,
Yes.
Garmin,
Yes.
Wactor,
Yes.
Nath.
Yes. Hearing is open, and we'll move on with the presentation. Comments on anything?
I think we can call Colin, he wasn't gonna be able to
Okay.
be here, so,
Okay.
let me grab his number here quick. And we can
Got it.
give him a call. You got it? Okay. I told him it's easier with our conference line not working for us to call him,
Sure.
Hey Colin, this is Josh over here in the Kossuth boardroom.
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, Colin, good morning. We have the public hearing open here for the road crossing, and just didn't know if you had any information you needed to share, comments?
Yeah, I can go over a few things.
Go ahead.
And I don't know what's been talked about so far, but basically, to kind of summarize it, this is relating back, if you remember, we had a voluntary annexation hearing to bring some additional land into Drainage District 133. So as part of that private piling project, there's gotta be a road crossing, and that's 90th Avenue, County Road P30 in west of Berg. And so, when you look at, Kossuth County has a policy for crossing county secondary roads with private drainage tile. That's a resolution that you have in place. And so the options with that are, like for something like this, is it's a blacktop, so it's kind of be bored. So either there's an option that the county would pay 70% of the cost to bore under a secondary road under that policy, or alternatively, it says if the landowner chooses not to be bound by the policy, then the policy above, then the procedures in securing such crossing shall be in accordance with Iowa Code Section 468, 600 through 622. And then it kind of gives a summary of that stuff. So that's the route that the landowner wanted to take in this case, was to go that way. And part of that is if the board approves that crossing, then the expense, both material and labor, it shall be paid from funds available for the highway affected. So basically that would come out of secondary road, funding to pay for that crossing. So then we have to go through this procedure that's laid out in Iowa code, which includes this hearing, which includes hiring an engineer, and that's me, to do a report and an application, and it's kind of the whole procedure. So I don't know if you've got the report in front of you, but I can go through it a little bit, but you've probably seen some of the same similar maps with this voluntary annexation. But really this is kind of limited in scope. Both, I mean, it talks about the rest of the tile project also, but really for this procedural part, it's only about crossing the road. So we have a construction, we have like a design and a construction plan and profile sheet. We looked at the existing tile system, what kind of drainage coefficient, and, talked about what kind of drainage coefficient this project is trying to result in. And so we went from, and there's a couple different tiles involved in it. One of them, we estimate about 0.14 inches per day drainage coefficient existing, and the other, we don't have the exact grade on it, but it's less than 0.3 inches per day. And if you've been through several of these drainage hearings, you know that today's day and age, the drainage coefficient that is typically used is quite a bit higher than that. Really for, probably 75 years maybe, the kind of the standard has been about a half-inch drainage coefficient or more, especially in recent years. We're seeing more and more of an uptick in that. This particular project was designed as a 3/4 inch per day drainage coefficient. And I can tell you, that was just last week in Humboldt County, we had a drainage district tile project, and I had 1/2 inch and 1 inch drainage coefficient options. And they didn't even want to consider the 1/2 inch drainage coefficient. They only wanted to do the 1 inch, so that when we're taking it to bid, that's all we're doing is the 1 inch. So that just gives you some background on the drainage coefficient and design, and in particular, if secondary roads is going to be paying for it. Part of I believe in having an engineer involved is to say this is the size that's needed for adequate drainage, and not ending up with something where what's being asked for is maybe way bigger than necessary and unnecessary expense for the county. Let's see here. So it's that the project area is draining like 430 acres. It's tiled. That would be 30 inch and then drop to 24. So where it crosses the county road, it's going to be a 30 inch tile. And so it'll be a 30 inch steel case that would be bored underneath 90th Avenue there. And it would be, I want to talk about this too. My understanding is this process has not been followed through or done in Kossuth County up to this point, so it's kind of a different, it's not something that's normal, and especially in this first one, I worked quite closely with County Engineer Doug Miller and making sure we're on the same page on what's expected and what we need to be seeing, and kind of knowing that this potentially could set kind of a framework or at least a template or example for any more of these moving forward. So what we've got is, for the road crossing, it's 94 feet, and there's only actually 90 feet of from right-of-way to right-of-way. But in talking with Doug, he preferred to have the connection from the steel casing to the other tile to be outside the right-of-way. So we added a couple feet of steel casing on either side of the right-of-way line. We've got an estimate of $72,260 total cost for that crossing. Are there any questions at this point? That's about all I had, unless there's questions.
I don't, do you have any?
May I just go ahead? Good morning, Colin. This is Doug.
Morning.
How are you today? I just wanna go over things. We're in a public hearing, so some of these things, I know they're part of your report, but just wanna make sure that they're out in the open so everybody is understanding what is going on. But, notification of construction, how is that supposed to be taken care of, Colin?
I believe I have that on the construction plan. Contractor shall notify the county engineer at least 48 hours in advance of road cross.
And then traffic control, who will take care of that?
The responsibility of the contractor.
Construction staking, will you be doing that, Colin?
Yeah, and Tad Reitzel's there, isn't he?
Tad is, yes.
Okay.
Him or I can do it.
Maybe Tad, we should have talked about it again yesterday. We talked about that earlier on in the process, but, I think that was the plan, right, Tad, is that we would.
Yeah, either one, either I or you can do it.
I'm just gonna ask, the county road department will not be responsible to make sure that this is on grade. That's my point, I guess. And then construction inspection, will there be inspection of this, by you, Colin?
Yeah.
And then will you be giving the road department an inspection report of the construction?
Yeah, I can basically mark up the construction plan with kind of an as-built, and then make some notes
Perfect.
and give that to you.
Okay, and location it'd be good to have, some sort of a location that we could input into our GIS so that we'll have a good, location for future reference.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, there are no intakes in the road right of way?
That's correct. Tad, that's correct, right?
Okay.
I didn't believe there was gonna be any.
Okay, so then, we got an estimate of cost, is the $72,260, is that what the road department will pay?
Yes.
Okay, and then,
Barring any issues with, a rock or something like that anyway, so.
Can you give me
Which I
the
don't,
amount
we
again?
haven't ran into much, so I think. it will be
72,260.
Thank you.
okay. If there is any issue, I would like to be informed of it right away. And then Tad will Reitzel be billing us for that, then the road department?
Well, I actually was speaking with Colin, I didn't know how to do that, whether it was billed to the landowner and then they come to you with the bill, the wording in it said with funds available, so I didn't know what it reimbursed.
I would prefer
We could certainly
just go
send
ahead
it
and pay
directly to
you for that,
Yep,
in this case.
yep,
I know on our other situations, but I would prefer to pay the contractor for this.
absolutely.
So, And the connections to the tile will be out of the road right away,
Correct.
on both the east and the west.
Yeah, cause I think we have an extra 2 foot past the right of way on each side, so.
Yep. Those are the questions that I have, Colin. I don't know if you have any other questions of me or Tad. All right, thank you.
Okay, anybody have any other questions, concerns?
Doug, if you're satisfied, I guess we should be.
Yeah.
So,
And it is, I will echo what Colin said, this is the first situation where we've had a landowner use this procedure, so it is kind of setting a precedence on. And Colin and Tad have both been easy to work with for this. Likewise.
very good. Anything else, Colin, or are we good to?
That's all I have.
Okay. Well, I will take a motion to close the public hearing then. Motion by Garmin,
I'll second.
second by Wactor. Discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote please.
Haas,
Yes.
Garmin,
Yes.
Wactor,
Yes.
Nah,
Yes. Okay, the public hearing is closed. And then we need a motion for further action on the proposed tile crossing. Do we have a motion?
no,
Is that in our packet or no?
That's what I was
No.
looking.
no, there's nothing in there.
How would you like the motion worded, Colin?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, technically, I think in the code, it talks about, you know, it's in terms of an application, like an application is made in writing, so that included my report. So I think you probably wanna, instead of wording it like approve the engineer's report or something like we might do with the drainage district thing, you approve the application for private crossing of, what is it, P30?
Yep.
B30, yes.
Yeah,
Maybe like it says in that notice of public hearing, and word it that way.
Approve the, yeah, approve the application for private tile crossing of County Road P30, 90th Avenue. Is that sufficient, do you think?
And if you want it, maybe you could put for an estimated cost of $72,260.
Okay, Tammy's got that, so. If that makes sense to everybody, I'll take a motion to approve the application then.
Yeah, I'll make that one.
Okay, motion by Haas,
A second.
second by Garmin. Any discussion on the application?
So Doug, the horror story is they run into a big rock and it, start over, or what do you do?
Oh, yeah, you can, I mean, potentially whenever you're boring, you don't know what you're gonna run into, and rock and sand are the two biggest worries whenever you're boring through, anything is, you can't bore through sand because the sand falls in and you end up with a void into the road, or a rock just can't fit through the augers and they gotta pull augers and dig it out. Not very often have we ran into a major issue like that, however, we have had one in Palo Alto County that, they started to bore and simply could not because of sandy material, and then pull out and then back up, and we ended up doing an open cut through that road. And so those are kind of the things that you could run into. Like I said, we probably do 8 to 10 bores a year, and we maybe had 1 or 2 that had an issue, so, in the last 5 years, so I don't really foresee that, I think that we should be sitting good, but we don't know the unforeseen too, so.
Or another tile.
Yeah, that is.
When all of a sudden
We're gonna get one of
you're boring and you hit a tile, that's a,
Yep.
I've encountered that.
We encountered that last year, actually, but.
So yes, sir, it's underground. Hopefully everything goes smooth.
Yep.
You talking about the precedents, does that make you nervous?
No. Keep moving forward.
Okay,
Do we need any other action or that's it?
well, we gotta vote on this one first.
I guess I'll ask one more question,
Yep.
right?
No, go ahead.
You made it clear that they are responsible for the grade, so if there's a mistake made, all bets are off.
Correct, yeah, I do not wanna be
We're gonna pay
involved
for it
in
once.
any issue with, location, grade, that is between, Jacobson Westergaard and Wrightsville excavation.
Any, I keep asking questions, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Any preference or concern about who the, and I don't care, I don't know who the contractors are, but is that an issue?
Oh, I think that Wrightsville will be, is a guy out of Minnesota.
Yeah,
Which,
And
he's
he's done-
been down here before,
we've done almost all of our boards here, that's what they're saying, so.
he's done a lot.
I promise.
Oh, you're fine, Howard.
Pull his machine out of a hole, or he stays over the weekend or something.
So last year, whenever we did that board, he had it out of the hole flooded, and still the water went over his boring machine, they had so much water, he had to sit in the ditch. Yeah. It was a mess.
Well, no further comments or questions, then we don't need to do roll call vote for this. Okay, all in favor of approving, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried then. Colin, do we need another motion for anything, or is that good?
I think that's it.
Okay, well, thanks for being with us.
Yep, thanks everyone. Have a
Thanks,
good day.
Colin.
You too.
Good day, Colin.
Okay, yep, thanks Ted.
Thanks, Ted.
Okay, update from secondary road foreman then. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Anything exciting the board should know about?
Same thing we've been doing for the last 2 weeks, fixing roads. That's all we can do. Too wet to do anything else, so.
Mm-hmm.
It's a few roads getting washed a little bit, but we're getting fixed up.
No. Been a lot of washout roads and spots, or not so
In
much?
spots.
Yeah,
Hills and stuff like that, getting grooves and stuff like that, you know. As far as cross pipes or something, not so much anymore. It started earlier, did it on the first rains, but
yeah,
not so much anymore.
In my end, we've currently got water over two roads right now, but I don't know, Plum Turf Pits area,
oh,
but otherwise, nothing else at this point.
yeah. Any questions from the board? Yeah, well, thanks for coming in then.
Thank you.
It's quicker to see if Mark is coming over and I can skip that.
They don't, we'll just
Good morning.
approve it and sign it, whatever, yeah. Okay. Okay, we are up to, we're gonna skip over the years of service and see if Mark or Roger comes in here, and then, we'll go on to update from KRHC. So, Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, it feels like it's been a while.
It has been a
A
while,
moment
yeah.
since we've been here, so we
Because it
appreciate the
has.
opportunity. Yes,
Welcome
yes.
back.
Thank you, we
Yeah.
haven't gone anywhere, but we do appreciate the opportunity to come periodically. I think we're on a quarterly basis now, which seems very
Okay.
different, so
Yep,
it's great. I'm gonna have Colette go through our unaudited fiscal year end financials with you.
Yep,
We'll cover a few other things.
Yep, so we just finished up our year end at the end of June, and ended up with a pretty good year, about a 5% operating margin, which was good. In terms of our volumes for the year, our inpatient side saw a decline, and that's been kind of consistent since COVID. On the ER side, we had the highest number of visits that we've ever had, and that was pretty consistent for a lot of our outpatient services. Really high volumes that we saw throughout the year. Some of the other newer services that we had, so it was the second full year of our Senior Life Solutions, which is our outpatient therapy program for ages 65 and up. And then it was the second year of our durable medical equipment shop, and that's been going great, and we're happy to offer that service here. And then at the end of this fiscal year, we began our pain management services, and Dar will probably talk more about that. So we'll probably see more of how that service goes throughout this next year, but we're happy to offer that too. So in terms of how we're being reimbursed, we really continue to see higher levels of uncompensated care. So our bad debt in our financial assistance program continues to be on the rise, and that's our program where if a patient doesn't qualify for Medicaid because they're either not a U.S. citizen, they weren't on it in time, or they are above the threshold of that, but still within our guidelines, that we will write off their bills. So that continues to increase, and definitely as we see, the changes that we all know about in the Medicaid world, both in how we get reimbursed and patients being eligible for Medicaid, we definitely think that that'll increase more, and definitely a area that we worked on for the last year and will continue on is any patient that could be eligible for Medicaid, let's be proactive with them, get them on, and or really help them through that, because it benefits them, gets them the care that they need. So in terms of how we get reimbursed for Medicaid, definitely some changes with the Medicaid provider tax. Starting 3 years from now, our funding will significantly go down. So just really trying to plan for that, and what can we do to be efficient now, so that we don't get ourselves in a place five years from now when our funding starts to go down. So right now we're at about 60% Medicare, 12% Medicaid, so when about 72% of the funding that we receive is really at the cost to provide the service and not more, it definitely makes us think, you know, we definitely have to be as smart as we can from here on out, so. In terms of our cost of care, we've given some good wage adjustments to our staff over the past 6 months. Getting healthcare workers is as challenging as ever, and all of the hospitals around us and us included know we have to be very aggressive to keep the good staff that we have. Thinking of some major capital projects that we had for the last year, we completed a pretty large air handling unit replacement. We did some foundation work on our clinic side, and then replace some of our large lab machines. So definitely costs quite a bit to keep the place up and rolling. So, and then just the last piece, and this is more just unknown, is just changes in the public health realm. In some of those grants that we get to help subsidize the cost to provide some of these services. So just we'll continue to keep an eye on that. You know, we really do well in the services that we provide in the public health realm, and the several grants that we get for our different programs. So definitely we advocate to keep those going. So any questions as you guys looked at the board packet at all? Joyce, would you talk to her?
Well, we certainly have much to celebrate too, so you can hold your questions till the end, or you can butt in any time. I heard you talking about the fair earlier, the state fair, and at our local fair, one of our staff members, Morgan Wagner, was recognized as a congeniality winner, so that was pretty cool. She works for the hospital in our human resource department as a human resource generalist, so that was fun. It's always fun for us to be able to participate in the fair too, and over the years you'll notice that we've been trying different things, and this year our approach was on health and wellness. And so we had a few key players there talking about things like behavioral health and healthy meals, and giving some demonstrations and that kind of thing. So, as well as a station for individuals to put together an emergency first aid kit. So that's been kind of a fun thing to do. Now that the county fair is over, we're on to the state fair. That's almost over. It's like craziness, isn't it? I think it means the fall's coming. I don't know. At the state fair, Barb Runneberg, who is our process excellence quality director, was recognized as a citizen of the year at the state fair, so that was pretty cool. In addition to that, we were just notified recently that Kossuth Regional Health Center received a top 100 hospital nationally for patient experience. That means our patients appreciate the experience they receive when coming to Kossuth Regional Health Center. That's a really big deal. Top 100 hospital out of over 6,000 hospitals nationally. It's a very big deal.
Congratulations on that.
I know, it's huge, and as you might imagine, that's because of the great staff that we have. You know, it's not the bricks and mortar, but it's the people who work there and volunteer there that make the difference, so we're so grateful. We also just finished our fiscal year. We're still waiting for our audited financials to kind of complete it, but we've met over 50% of our metrics for the year, and each year we establish really aggressive goals these are hard goals to meet, and so the fact that we can meet 50% of them, over 50% of them in a year is pretty astonishing and something that we're grateful for. It's taken a lot of effort, so. What questions do you have for us?
On the financial side, I was just curious, in January, it had the clinic break room renovation, what did that all entail? Or it said for $495,000,
Oh, yeah, what we did is we had a really nice break room.
you
in
must have
our
done more than
physician
repaint.
clinic. Yeah, it's more than just that. So we actually dismantled that completely and we turned it into a new provider suite. And that is the office location now for Dr. Lampy and his team of
Okay,
staff. So we took basically administrative and overhead space and turned it into direct patient care space.
okay,
And we've been really pretty aggressive over the last several years of doing those types of things. You know, we took a couple of conference rooms and turned them into senior life solutions. And we took a vacated health information space and turned it into durable medical equipment. And in this case, it was more than a break room. It was the break room, the administrative offices and some of those types
Sure.
of things. So it was a pretty good footprint, but turned that into direct patient care.
okay,
So,
yeah, thank you.
yeah.
Any other questions?
You just, it says there for fiscal 25 budget remaining, you have about as much, 2,220,000. When is your fiscal year ended?
Our fiscal year ended the end of June, and that really, our intention was to start a master facility plan improvement. And we actually are stepping back. We're still working on it, but it didn't move forward as quickly as we thought. We had some internal opportunities present themselves that make us look at things a little bit differently. And if we can avoid as much as possible adding additional bricks and mortar and reconfiguring the space that we have to make it more efficient and more usable, then that's really where we're at now. So we anticipated moving forward quicker, but we've stepped back. I think slow and steady will win the game on this one.
Okay. Very good, well, I think that's all the questions we have for you today, and appreciate you coming in. Good to see you.
Yes, good to see you too. Have a great day.
Thank you too.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Nick, you are up. We've got a discussion decision for tax sale assignment of parcel number, the long number.
I don't think I provided a map, I'm sorry, so I'll just.
What's the address for this one?
It's on 3rd Street,
In Laverne?
yes, in
Yep.
Laverne,
Okay,
kinda right,
on the west of the main drag?
yes,
Okay.
yeah, west of
Good
the main
deal.
drag, just on, Hannah Avenue's right there, so it's kinda right on the edge.
Yep, yep.
But anyway, the city of Laverne would like to take assignment to the tax sale certificate on the property. The county's holding the certificate right now. The city's representation is not here, so, I don't know if you wanna proceed or go on.
Which parcel is it?
Okay, I'm sorry.
This one?
Yes.
Sanford, or no, Global, or
Granite Lane.
Granite Lane, there you go.
Granite Lane, I'm sorry. I should-
Used to be Sanford, okay. Granite Lane Company.
So I don't know if we wanna proceed and do, I think we've done that before where we've agreed to assign the tax sale certificate.
Per transfer.
And contingent on if they give us what they need, the city needs, that's what we need to do the transfer or the assignment, so. I know, in talking with Ryan Muski, he's the city attorney, I know he would like to do what he's done before in Laverne, where after a tax deed is issued, the taxes that are on the books be abated, and things like that, so. And, I mean, yeah.
How much does that amount to?
The taxes, right now are $156.
The aggregate amount,
That's just the taxes.
annual.
Are there other liens against it?
Yeah, the city has, a few city specials, and he was gonna talk to the city on that, and to take it to the city council, have them send us an order to take those off, but that probably won't take place until deed is issued, so if they would happen to redeem it, the city would get their money.
But there's no strange ones owed against this property like the last one?
I don't know,
Okay.
this is all I know.
No way to know that.
There's no way to know that.
That's the taxes and the city special.
Gotcha.
Then there's $20 for the trains
Oh,
too, so. So I would make the suggestion as assign the tax sale certificate to the city of Laverne for the $10 assignment fee and $20 worth of drainage. And then upon deed issuance to the city, abate all other taxes on the books for this parcel.
well, we'll need a motion then to sign the, tax sale certificate?
Yep.
Okay. Do a motion by Garmin. Second by Haas. Any discussion? I'll say the last one we did, it just got, basement just got excavated out and it's leveled out and looks really,
Good.
starting to look really nice, so really cleans up these little towns.
Yeah, it does.
It's a good thing,
Yeah.
yeah, but. Anyway, hearing no further discussion, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Thanks, Nick.
Yep, thank you.
Okay,
Mark is not, Roger doesn't think Mark remembered, so he said we could
Okay.
just give him the certificate.
okay, we will just sign the Years of Service Award, thank you Mark McGregor for 15 years, and we'll give that to him. Okay, next up is discussion decision to review and approve the Kossuth County handbook.
So Donna is not here, this week,
Okay.
and I don't believe we have gotten anything back from
The attorney.
but, she thought you guys hopefully had a chance to, Donna thought maybe you had a chance to look at it and see if there's anything in there that you wanna talk about or you noticed or whatever, so.
I did look through it. I don't have it pulled up here. Yeah, I didn't, I guess my feeling was, nothing really stood out blatantly to me. The department heads had met and agreed upon it and waiting to hear back from the attorney as far as what her comments were.
Just wait.
I don't know if, I think we should.
Well, yeah, we probably need their
So-
approval first.
I was hoping we'd hear something.
Prove it and not have to go back and make changes.
I saw some typo, or lack of omission of a word or something in one spot.
Yep.
What do you wanna do?
Any of you guys have certain
No, I really.
concerns or comments you wanted to make about it?
I didn't have any concerns really.
Okay,
Assume the department heads are all on board.
as far as I'm aware.
Yes.
If you're gonna wait for the attorney, you're just gonna kick it down the can down the road another couple of weeks or whatever and hope.
Well, I think we need to wait for the attorney to make sure that there's no potential legal issues in there or anything that needs to be.
I don't disagree.
Change
I'm saying
the
let's
legal
move on.
Yep.
Quit beating it up and go.
So, once we hear back from the attorney, we'll approve it and move on then. Per her recommendations, so. Okay. Alrighty. We'll take no action on that today then. Doug, we are up to you for construction in the right of way.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning again.
There is no request for construction of road right of way.
Okay,
So just kind of, going through, work that is going on in the county. The resurfacing contracts, Matthew has their shouldering crew on P30. As soon as that P30 is done, which given no breakdowns or no, weather events, that should be completed tomorrow. Monday, the painting crew will move in, and then those roads will be opened up, for the traveling public. The bridge project north of Sexton is still, the substructure is complete and they're preparing their false work for deck pour. We do not know exactly how much time that's going to take. We have not really worked with Godverson Smith, but I would assume that in a couple more weeks they'll be pouring a deck. If you remember this spring, there was a bridge down on the north line of section 12 of Garfield Township that was damaged because of burning some drainage ditches, roadside ditches, and some of the timber on that bridge pile was burnt and the backing plank. Merriman's are repairing that today, probably tomorrow, 2 days worth of work. So that is going on. We'll get that repaired. Insurance will be, there'll be a check to Kossuth County Secondary Roads for that work. We are in contact with the insurance company and the landowner.
so I wondered if insurance or the person burning was responsible for paying it, or how that worked, yeah.
I have been visiting with their insurance,
Okay.
so I believe the insurance.
Oh, okay, for their insurance.
Their insurance.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's, they're responsible.
Okay, very good, yeah.
Seal coat work, I did leave a map in your folder for the locations, but we were notified that Blacktop Service, they got the maintenance seal coat work this year. So they'll be working on P16 from Iowa 9 north 3 miles to A21. That on A38 from the West County line to east 1 mile to P16. On P20 from A42 north 6 miles to Iowa 9, and that's all up in the Sway City and west of Sway City area. And then we have one stretch, a 3 mile stretch on P44 from B19 north 3 miles to B14, that's right near Burt. So that's supposed to be starting the end of this week or the beginning of next. We are interviewing for some open positions at the Algona shop and the office. And then I'm doing a lot of annual report work and permitting work with the roads, transfer station, and insurance, health insurance. So that kind of everything that's going on with the road department.
Had a call from Tom Mergen about trees that need to be sprayed. Is that something that needs to come through your office, or should I call B&W, or?
Is this in the road right
This is in the drainage, this is in the drainage district or drainage ditch.
If it's in a drainage ditch, yeah, the trustees of the drain would have to take care of it.
Okay, well, I didn't
If it's in the
know,
road, our office takes.
what does B&W spray as far as, they just spray our road ditches, or they spray the drainage ditches too? 'Cause there's a couple of them that need to be,
I believe that there is a program for the drainage districts that they go and spray trees on that, but that's all through the trustees.
okay,
They take care of our roads as well, but it's
Okay.
two separate programs.
So if the drainage ditch goes through the road right away,
Then it would be the road departments.
okay.
From road, fence line to fence line.
Alright, very good, that answers my question.
I just, place I could do it in your office, but an individual asked me about trees hanging over the road.
We do try to,
This is specifically where, Alex Elbert, Kurt Nielsen, they're across from Call Park. That's kind of a residential area.
Western Hills.
Is it,
Not
is it the Call Park Road or is it the road that
It's
goes
the road
back
that goes
into?
back into their home.
We don't get, or, we don't drive that road an awful lot, I'll take a look at it. So, yes, that could be, I don't go back into those
I
dead ends.
could,
very often.
I would've come down later, but.
No, that's no problem, but it's that new subdivision
Yeah.
there.
Anything else for Doug?
All right,
Thank you much.
very good, thank you.
Have a good week.
We'll try, keep it dry.
Yes, that would be nice.
Heard to me.
Okay, we have drainage repair requests then?
They're
I've got a
all
bunch
Kyle.
for-
They're all Kyle's,
Well,
so
I've got one for-
why don't we just,
got one for-
they're in the packet, so
Nope, that
take a
wasn't on
motion
the
to
list. We can only approve
have
the
supervisors handle their requests. Unless you want to read them all, or have Kyle read them next week,
They're all
or?
done too, were they all finished already?
I don't think so.
Some of them were done, I think, already.
Yeah, there's
Okay, so-
quite a few there that
So this one,
Blumenthal Excavating already took care of.
that listed under Kyle.
Already
Oh,
fixed,
did?
Others-
Oh,
already
this is-
repaired.
Yeah, so there is one that actually is in Amber's district, but Kyle filled it out.
Oh, City
So
of
it
Lone
got
Rock?
listed
Oh,
under
okay.
Kyle's name, but
Oh.
it is in Amber's district, so.
Yeah, and,
I can give it to you.
I had Kyle fill out that request
Yep.
because Kyle approved them to do it.
Oh,
I didn't know anything about it,
yeah, so,
so I thought that he should sign the request
Okay,
form, because
okay.
I didn't.
yeah,
Do you want me to have him sign that one then?
It's in my district, I'm okay with signing it, but I think I'll note on here.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
cause he came in and got like 6 of them just from him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, very good, I'll wait until
Okay.
we get,
Okay. Thank you, I will switch that one to
Okay,
yours.
nope, good to know.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it crossed my mind too, when I thought Lone Rock, yeah. Okay. Well, then I guess Amber's got one. So,
No, I'll just throw it down here. Are you gonna approve Kyle's or wait till next?
we normally approve them, I guess,
Okay.
unless that's up, as long as he's handled them and they're already repaired, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I'll just put it on my desk for him.
yeah,
to
and this
sign
one
then.
that I have is done, so.
Okay,
you can have them sign.
Yep.
okay, well,
I'll make a motion.
alright, motion by Haas,
Repair request.
yep. Need a second?
I'll second.
Second by Wactor. Any discussion on the repair requests? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Hi.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Anything else you need to visit with
Nope,
us about?
that's all I need.
Okay. While we're on drainage, West Bend got 5 inches in an hour a couple days ago. And I've been visiting with Colin about this. Whittemore had 3 inches in 45 minutes or so, whatever that was, but they had a bunch too, and so the tile in Whittemore was backed up and into people's basements and
Thank you.
dealing with that, and we're just, I don't know, Vista Sewer is supposed to get there and start cleaning and jetting, but when the tile's running full, it's awfully hard to
Yeah.
do what needs to be done, so.
Everybody understand that?
Yeah, and even the city clerk in Whittemore put my number out on Facebook,
Oh,
said
jeez.
this isn't our problem.
Oh, jeez.
Or, the county's working to fix something, and if you got more questions, call
She
Carter
did
and
have a
ask.
good explanation.
Oh, I know, but she said this is not the city of Whittemore's issue,
Call
and
Carter.
call Carter, and I thought, oh boy,
So did they call Carter?
yeah. No, actually people did not call me a whole lot, usually I get at least a couple phone calls when that thing is full, but I didn't really get a whole lot.
It'll be nice to get this done.
It will be nice.
I think people understand we're doing something too, but
Yeah.
it's just, yeah. Anyway, but with West Bend getting 5 inches in an hour, some of those spots that were pretty extreme on PAK one last time, have gotten worse. Josh, you remember Steve Stricker's big washout there that went in by the telephone pole?
Oh,
They
yeah.
really cut in?
Yeah.
Well, that, I don't know if you ever went and looked at that or not, but either way, it's probably tripled in size now. And it's a FEMA worthy repair, similar to what we did, but we haven't been doing FEMA for various reasons, just because it's been layered year to year and they won't take care of issues if they were already pre-existing from last year and the year before and all that, so, but it's, I talked to Colin, I said, when are we gonna get some of this stuff approved so we can get the fixing and get the bid letting and something done? And this was Colin's words to me, he called the Army Corps again, cause we're waiting on a permit from Army Corps engineers. And he says, also contacted the Army Corps again, they said their division chief had some comments on the draft decision and the permit writer was working on addressing them, no timeline. So, we're just waiting on them. But this has been a ridiculously long process of just trying to be able to do something. So, I don't know. Either way, just be aware of that. I got some pictures if you wanna see them. I went over and looked at stuff yesterday and it's not pretty, so.
Carter, just to kinda update, you know, remember you called me on that one by the biodiesel plant?
Oh, yeah,
on
yep,
that?
yep.
Okay, so, what that was, is the utility company did bore a cable through the tile.
I wondered,
They are
okay,
supposed to be fixing it, so,
okay,
Doug reached out to the Iowa DOT, so.
very good.
That's- I haven't been by there, cause I've been
Yep.
wanting to see if anything's being done, but.
I figured it was something that,
Yeah.
as they were working along there,
So it's being talked about. Let's
Okay.
just put it that way.
very good, thanks. We'll go ahead with discussion with the auditor then.
Okay, Thursday, department head meeting at 9 o'clock here in this room. Next week, we have approved dissolution agreement of Care Connections of Northern Iowa 28E agreement. And then so far, just that and our regular stuff. I'm sure we'll get some more in the meantime. Our taxes are done, have been completed and turned over to Nick, so I think they're almost done with their process, and so, then taxes will be sent out whenever they usually send out their taxes, so that process is complete. I think that's all I have.
Okay. Howard, do you have anything?
I do not.
Okay. Amber?
I don't have any meetings, but did anybody look at this that's requested of us?
I did, yep,
Okay.
yep, I got one on here too,
Okay,
yep.
so
Did you see this,
After-
Tammy?
Yes.
Okay,
after the meeting, Tammy, do you care if I come down and work on a few things to
Please.
gather some things that I need,
Please,
that I can anyway,
please.
okay,
so. Otherwise I have no
Okay.
meetings, I'm sorry.
nope, you're good. Josh?
Howard and I attended the breakfast
Yeah,
over Woodmore. That was
economic development county, Mike.
Yep. That was a pretty good breakfast and good presentation there, so,
He was a good speaker.
Good speaker?
Mhm.
yes.
He was very
Were
good.
you there too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I fully intended on going and we were butchering chickens till after midnight and I totally blew it off, but yeah.
He was good.
Yeah, very good. I had no meetings, I just spent a good part of the day yesterday looking at some different drainage things and taking care of that and yeah. That's about it, so. We will come back in 1 minute. Well, we got solar ordinance at 9 o'clock, look at that, we're right on schedule here.
That doesn't happen.
No,
That fell
when,
way off.
when does that happen?
That
Yeah, we'll
never
take a little break.
happens.
Is Corey coming over?
I would think so. You wanna buzz
Well,
him?
during a break, I'll come
Okay.
over here.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good.
You have a little water at your house?
Yeah, yeah.
Me too. I did in my house.
You did have it, you didn't in your house
A
or did?
little bit, but not terrible.
We did a little bit, it's not terrible, we put in kind of a system to help with that, so it's helping, but with all the rain, I mean, some still seeps in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just next to impossible, I think, to not have any.
I'm gonna get the covers for my window wells, I think that'll help. I don't have those, so. The window well fills up and then
Oh, absolutely.
it just rains too hard.
Yep.
Oh.
sure I brought all my papers
Do you need something?
for the DD4. Well, no, it's just all the stuff I was writing on and
Oh.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Just trying to.
Yeah, when you come, I can show you the new spreadsheet that I've been working on.
Okay, I've been working on one too, kind of two, auditor information, treasurer information, to try and,
Yeah. Put
because it was getting too busy trying to put it on
Yeah,
one.
it is.
So I was like, okay, I'm getting confused, so I kinda started one with just information I'm getting from the treasurer's office,
Yeah, I
but,
put one together, that is from, starts at 2011, 2012, and then
okay.
goes through the fiscal years, and it kind of, what I like about it is, it shows at, you can look at it year by year, how much, we paid out in stamped warrants and how much was assessed, so you can kind of
That's
see.
kinda what I'm doing too,
Yeah, you
so
can
we
see
should
the,
compare.
yeah, so you can see the difference in how it fell behind because of the amounts not being assessed.
Right, and I thought the same thing, but then the one thing that I wasn't sure on is, you know, what was assessed, what's been paid.
Right,
But then take into consideration the FEMA dollars.
Right.
Then it almost looks like it's somewhat okay, but
yeah,
I'm not sure I'm
yeah,
looking at that. So that's kind of where I had questions on is the FEMA stuff and then
yeah,
a few more questions. I know I got some of it, but just a few more questions. And I'll probably then, maybe I'll extend mine out to those other 2 years then, so
Yeah.
that
they match,
we're, yeah.
yeah,
So then we can see where anything's different
Yeah.
or,
sounds good. Thank you, Amber, for doing that.
cause yeah. I gotta put my brain back around it.
Yeah,
And looked at it for a few days. Yeah, I wonder.
Is Maria made a decision?
no, so,
Oh, okay,
I don't know, is Corey coming over or?
he said he's out on a septic inspection or something.
So I emailed Maria last week asking if she had the completed copy with our corrections on it, and she was out of the office, and said when she had it, she would email it. I still don't have it, so,
Oh,
I think we're kind of in the same place. I was hoping I would get
Okay.
it yesterday, but I haven't received anything from her yet, so, I guess
Well.
there's not a lot we can do until we get it, so.
okay. Yeah, I mean, we're in the exact same place as
We're in
we
the
were
same-
when we put it on the agenda, so.
Same place, so,
Okay,
she didn't say if it was done or not, she just said that she was out of the office and didn't know when she would get it, so.
okay. I guess,
I just checked hoping maybe something
oh,
came,
yeah.
but nothing. And maybe, I thought
Did it
maybe
come to
it kept
Cory?
to Cory, that's why, he didn't say he got anything, and I sent her the email last week, so I would have
Sure.
thought she would have sent it to me too, but.
I guess another week down the road it is. What else do you do?
Does she know to CC you and board into the, or at the very least you into communications just in case she is sending stuff to Corey, we just haven't seen it
Well, I'm
yet.
the one who emailed her asking for it, so I
Oh.
would guess that she
Yeah,
would
we
know
hope
to
you
send
need
it
to
to
come back to you,
me,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll wait,
Shoot.
yeah. No action on that either today. Uh-huh, welcome to government.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Not because of us in this
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
too many moving parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll take a motion to adjourn then, if nothing else.
Sorry about that.
That's alright, that's alright.
Awesome.
Okay, motion by Garmin to adjourn,
I'll second.
second by Wactor. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? We are adjourned at 9:13.
So is it necessary for each and every supervisor to respond?
Well, that's what I was wondering, cause we all got the same.
I'm gonna say no.
Well, he wanted each and every supervisor to know that he is requesting that information from all of you.
Well, I have nothing to add, and so I'm not going to go down that road. You want me to help with something, but I know not, I have no records, I have nothing. Isn't
Isn't anything that any of the rest of us could